Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're into fantasy sports, make sure you hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. Also, donate to my channel using email. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. There you see the information right there, and make sure you double check your lineups for late game scratches because teams tend to make lineup changes before the game, so it's always important to make sure you double check your lineups. Today I'm going to do something different today. Instead of giving out lineups, I'm going to go down the list of players that I think is good at value tonight, based off of what I have done and based off of projections. These are the type of players, that you could use or think about going with. So let's go down the line at every position. You got Russell Westbrook at 12,400. Um, I wouldn't use Westbrook like that tonight, just on the strength that he played yesterday, and it's hard to get. Let's check and see what he did yesterday. He had 54 points yesterday. I mean, it's hard. You know right off the bat he's gonna give you 50 points a game, but I wouldn't go with him just because they've played on a back to back. But I wouldn't spend 12,000 on Westbrook. Just I wouldn't do it. In fact, John Wall against Cleveland, you might want to go with him, but he has played well in his last few games, having two over 50 performances against the Lakers and New Orleans. So it's somebody that you might want to go with. We go down the line with Bledsoe. That's a guy that you might want to think about, Eric Bledsoe. Gordon Dragic, he might be somebody that you can use. He's a good value play tonight. Also Jeff Teague at 7,700 is also good. And if you come down to the 5 and to the 4, you have other guys out there that can be as good as value as well, like Patty Mills, a Darren Collison, or Jordan Clarkson. There are guys out there that, are also good in value for tonight. Now let's go on to the shooting guards. Shooting guards, got some guys out there. Seth Curry is a guy I would take a look at as far as Adolipo, Redick as well. You have a couple of value plays with Caldwell Pope and Wesley Matthews you want to use as well. But, what you should stay away from is a Dwayne Wade, a Deion Waiters, a Lou Williams. Some of those players, they have a lot of those top players should be faded tonight based off of projections of the research that I did online. Let's go down to power forwards. Excuse me, small forward. A couple of small forwards that I would go tonight. LeBron James, 11,000. You might want to take a look at him. Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler at 9,000. Then you got a Paul George at 8,000, who I think is good value tonight. Carmelo Anthony is also good value. I will stay away from Greg Hayward because he's playing against the Atlanta Hawks, and the Hawks, they're just bad. When those high price guys, they don't tend to do well against Atlanta for some reason. Andrew Wiggins, they have him faded against the Miami Heat. But you can pick him against Miami. I think that's a very good matchup, him against the Heat. CJ Miles and Lou Deng. Let me scroll down. Couple of good value plays at 4,000 if you want to pay down to get these guys. If you're going to go with Westbrook or John Wall, because a lot of people take Westbrook and Wall and pay down for small forward. So if you're going to do that, you can go with CJ Miles and Lou Deng and as well. On to power forward. Power forward. As we take a look for power forward tonight. Anthony Davis going up against Phoenix. Now Phoenix, their defense is terrible. I would go with Anthony Davis just because you're playing against Phoenix. Blake Griffin is good value as they take on the Toronto Raptors. Millsap, Aldridge, and Love and Morris, from the research I've did, they have all been on the faded list. But if you want to go with one of those, I would go with Kevin Love or LaMarcus Aldridge. That's my opinion. Kristaps Porzingis, he is very high tonight in value, so a lot of people will go with him. You got Zach Randolph, and then in a 5,000 you got Nowitzki, Gibson, Lure. You got Harris as well. Nowitzki also good value tonight as well. And if you go down to the 3,000, you got Marodic, Arthur, Carly Stein, and all them other guys that are in the 3,000. If you want to go home, a lot of people won't take guys that are in the mid 3,000s because they don't produce any. They rarely produce any scoring at all. Let's go down to the center position. You got a lot of options at the center position tonight. Demarcus Cousins seems pretty high. So was Karl Anthony Towns. Andre Drummond against the 76ers. I would go with Drummond if I was going to get a higher price center, because the Sixers, you saw what they did against Whiteside. Drummond could have in for a good night and for a 50-point night as well. Excuse me. Also, you have Rudy Gobert, Dwight Howard, Martin Gortat. I wouldn't touch Dwight Howard. DeAndre Jordan, I don't know. I would probably go with Valanciunas, Tyson Chandler, Lopez. You got Kyle O'Quinn, and you can go with Kyle O'Quinn too, because he's a center. So you got a lot of options at the center position. So I'm just giving you a few options that you can go with into the lineups to put in your lineup. So I'm just giving you lineups. I might give you lineups 2 or 3 days a week, depending. So just something different I would try. Tell me how you like it. Hit me up with the comments, and for more videos, subscribe to this channel.